Well, hello and welcome from a new port.
Yes.
And today we're in
Martinique.
Martinique.
I can remember.
She's losing track already, viewers. Martinique. It does get a bit like that, doesn't it? Where are we today? Martinique.
So this is a French
Dependency.
place.
So everything, it's like being in France, basically. So currencies, euros, French laws and everything. It's part of France. It's so much like France. The ferries are on strike today. So I think what we'll do today, Mel, we haven't got any excursions booked,
No.
but there's like a self-guided tour around the town.
Okay.
Should we just do that? Just wander around?
Yeah.
The temperature's quite nice at the moment. There's a bit of a breeze.
Yeah.
But it is like 29, 30 apparently.
And it's overcast a bit.
Yeah, so still better than Porthcawl seafront in November.
Oh, yeah. That's for sure.
And over there is the ship's captain.
Yeah, deck 7. Deck 7. Go and see them. I'm surviving.
So should we go over there? That's the start of the walking tour apparently. Over there, it's the Fort St. Louis, an old sea fortress.
Sounds good to me.
Mel wants to look in the gift shops on the way.
Of course. I've only bought one fridge magnet. I need another one.
So if you're wondering where the nearest beach is, from the ship, it's basically across this small bay. About a 10-minute walk over there. I did mention when we were getting off the ship, a free walking tour, a self-guided walking tour they found online. But as we were leaving the port itself, they gave us one of these maps, which has got the route on it. So if you haven't got a phone, get one of these. But anyway, there's the fort, and just below it is the nearest beach. The fort itself dates from the 1600s, but it's been added to over the years. And apparently, Mel, it's still an active naval base. You can do a tour of it, but part of it is still in use as a naval base. So this is the closest beach. It is busy because it's the closest beach. So this is our starting point by the beach. There's a statue just over there of Josephine, because she's from this island.
Okay.
But it's been destroyed because the family were slave owners. Anyway, let's go and have a look for ourselves. I just went to take a photograph of Fort St. Louis, and Mel was waiting for me, and a rat crawled across her foot.
No, well, I mean, on my foot.
It was on your foot. What's it on your foot?
It wasn't on my foot, no.
Ah,
It wasn't on my foot.
it's very
It was
close.
very close and I didn't expect to see it.
So that's where the statue once stood. The statue of Josephine, who was from a family of slave owners, and that's why it was never liked. And a few years ago, I think it was toppled. It's now been removed. She wasn't liked because she helped reintroduce slavery. We're now coming up to the former town hall of Fort de France. There's a wedding going on over there. I think it now houses a theatre, Mel. Oh, the sweat's pouring off me now. I was okay until earlier. So this is the main cathedral in Martinique. And Mel mentioned, and I agree, it reminds me a bit of Jackson Square in New Orleans. And I think there are links between New Orleans and the Caribbean. Just the architecture's quite similar in some parts of the town. Places like this remind me of New Orleans. If you come to Martinique, definitely go for a wander around the town. It's quite interesting what you come across. We're heading up to the market now. And people are blocking the pavement here, being inconsiderate. We're walking up to the market, so I don't know whether it's too late for it or see what sort of stuff they sell. Let's go take a look in any case. So here's the market. Should we go a quick look around?
Yeah.
How much are they? It's an interesting little market. Worth a trip. And it's still open. They've got like fresh local fruit and veg. Some interesting looking drinks over there. And let's go for a wander. Punch vanilla.
Different homemade punches. Banana.
Yeah. What's that?
Apricot. No, Patrick's name's on it.
Well, that's obviously coconut. Passion fruit.
Coconut.
Mel's shopping, and I've been looking at the homemade punch. Would you drink that homemade punch with just a sticky label on, handwritten? No indication how strong it is. What did you buy, Mel?
I bought a beach bag.
Very nice.
€15.
15 euros.
You will be very nice. I am positive. It's good chance. Good chance.
Okay.
I live it to Martinique. Welcome to Martinique. Blessing.
Well, I found Martinique very interesting. Port de France.
Actually.
So a lot of people don't rate it, but I thought it was a very interesting place.
Yeah.
Quite authentic.
Yeah. I
It's-
liked it.
So the streets look run down, but when you actually walk up them, there's lots to see and do, isn't it?
Yeah, there is.
And the weather was okay today. It was
Not too hot.
it's not too. It is hot, but there's a bit of a breeze blowing, and they've got some cloud cover. So
Yeah.
pretty soon we'll be getting on the ship, which seems to dominate most of the harbour. But before we do that, there's a sign there that says House of Rums.
Oh, we've got to check that out.
Yeah. So
But wasn't it funny when we sat down in the cafe and sitting next to us? I thought I recognised that accent.
Yeah.
It's more Welshies.
Yeah.
We get everywhere.
Well, a little change of plan. We were going to pop into the House of Rum. We got a leaflet when we got off the ship. Just been there. It's 20 to 2 and it's shut. Maybe because it's a French island. They all closed for lunch. I don't know. Nowhere else was closed. Maybe these are particularly French. Monsieur, we're closing. So I think it's time to go back on the ship. So welcome to Barbados. Somebody just proposed. Did she say yes? Oh.
Yes,
Oh, there we are. Cheers.
For a second.
So that was a bit of fun, and hopefully you would have seen the turtle. Mel's over there sunbathing on the beach. Well, I say sunbathing, we did get a downpour.
This is the rain in Barbados. Still warmer than the rain in the UK. It's absolutely pulling it down. We're on the beach, Carlisle Bay, and we're on Savvy on the beach, Savvy on the Bay Club. Basically just paid for some bed, or rain bed, paid for some bed and an umbrella. $8, or $10 I think it was, for some bed and an umbrella. And Marcus has gone on a shipwreck excursion to see turtles. I think that was $25. With those prices included are a free drink, a free rum punch, or a beer I think it was, yeah, snorkeling with turtles he's gone to do, and I'm sitting in the rain. Look at it there, it is pouring down.
So I'm back on dry land after my snorkeling trip, and it's, as Jacques Cousteau would have put it, neck it back now, rum punch time, or the rum punch time.
Careful, you're going to trip it.
I'm not going to trip it, don't worry.
Le rum punch.
You missed a good trip. A lot of fish.
Yeah.
You're not a fan of fish?
No.
No.
Not your thing.
Well, I'm not a big fish. I don't really like swimming around fish. That sounds stupid.
Look at that, viewers, look at this.
Oh, stop there.
Shoving food in her face.
I'm right messy.
Have you enjoyed your morning?
I have, it's been really good.
Yeah,
I think
definitely worth it.
I'm glad that I found this place.
Yeah.
It was recommended to me because it's so messy. I got no fork.
I know.
I have to eat it, I'm afraid. No more.
I'll leave Mel alone
It's
now.
not there.
We look such tourists.
You speak for yourself, Mr. American tourist.
So we had a good morning.
Yeah, it was
It's
good.
the early afternoon. We came back to see if we could find somewhere near the ship.
To have a look at some shops and
Yeah,
stuff.
but they dropped us off at some sort of,
Pelican Village.
yeah, which isn't much cop there, to be honest. It may be better at night.
Yeah. We should have gone really into the centre of Barbados,
Yeah.
but we didn't
So
really
I
know.
think we'll go
And
back on the ship. We got another
Yeah.
tour tomorrow. Before we go back to the airport, we have got a tour of Barbados. So don't think this is it, folks.
No, and also, we've only got like $4 left. We didn't get enough dollars. So,
They took cards in the
yeah, in the...
Savvy on the beach.
Yeah, we have lovely tacos. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Nice.
So should we go back?
Definitely recommend Savvy on the beach.
Yeah. Should we go back to the ship?
Yeah, I think so. Have a nice
just-
shower and
yeah.
relax.
And looming over us is the front of the Arvia. So one last look at the Arvia before we head off tomorrow. The port itself isn't the prettiest of ports.
No.
Well, we had a nice time on the beach. had a drink on the Sunset Bar back on the ship. And we were thinking of maybe going back into Bridgetown Barbados, but there's a menacing looking sky approaching us. Take a look at this. Well, Mel,
Yes?
it's that saddest time.
Oh, what's that there, Marcus? Oh no. Our suitcases are ready to go.
But we'll be back tomorrow for our farewell to Barbados tour before we go to the airport.
Yeah, sounds okay.
So tonight we're going to enjoy ourselves.
Yep.
Keel and cow.
Huh?
Then we'll show you the sights of the rich and famous in Barbados.
Sounds interesting.
That'll be me in a couple of years after you've all subscribed.
And give us some money via super thanks.
Yeah, the villa in Barbados appeal. Anyway, let's go for lunch. Dinner.
Lunch? Dinner.
I'm saying it again. It's this.
How much have
By
you
the
had to
way,
drink?
I've had neat rum.
That's not an excuse.
Well, Mel,
Yes?
did you enjoy it?
Nah, it's awful. The worst thing was spending all that time with you, snoring
I didn't
and
snore much,
moaning.
actually. I didn't
And
snore. Actually, I got a bit of a cold today. I think the air conditioning is getting to me. Because it was a nice day yesterday.
It was.
But it's our last day. Well, we're leaving in about half an hour to go on a short tour before being dropped off at the airport.
Yes.
And it's the worst day of weather.
Yes.
Okay, it's a bit grim.
I was hoping my swimming costume would dry.
After 15 nights, we still can't operate the doors properly. The camera will probably steam up because it's very humid, but warm.
It's going to go like this then. I'm thinking it's my
So we're on a tour before we get to the airport. And Mel's fallen asleep.
didn't fall asleep. I didn't fall asleep.
Quite relaxed.
Hotel is on the left hand side. You can barely see the front of it because it ran right onto the beach. That's Sandy Lane Hotel. And that's the golf course here sitting on the right hand side. It does be indicating it's pretty right. So next year, February or March, they will start cutting those sugarcane. Sugarcane is a very good product to the island because it don't take a lot to grow. It's like a grass. You cut it down, it springs back. And you get 5 cuttings out of one planting of sugarcane. So that is 5 years. So this is Bathsheba.
When we were driving down here, the driver had a message to say the Bournemouth flight back home hasn't even left Bournemouth yet. So instead of taking us to the airport after this tour, we're going back to the ship again. We've got a heavy thunderstorm just blowing in as we head back to the ship. Didn't think we'll be back here again so soon. Well, hello. As you can tell by my jacket and my scarf, I'm not in the Caribbean anymore. I'm back home in Wales and the sun's out, which is unusual. Anyway, that video ended abruptly when we were being taken back to the ship and our flight was delayed for more than 4 hours. Luckily, we had a lounge in Barbados airport. That was good. And the flight back with TUI was quite good. We ended up only being 2.5 hours late when we landed. And Mel said the service on board was really good. I couldn't tell you because I was sleeping all the time. So anyway, overall, well, the cruise itself, the P&O Arvia cruise to the Caribbean, we loved it. It was one of the best holidays we've had in a long time. We would definitely do it again, crossing the Atlantic. The only thing we would change is when we got to the destination Barbados, we'd have loved to spend a few days in Barbados at a resort before flying back, maybe next time. Regarding the flight, like I said, it's been a few weeks, quite a long time since our return. People have been flying with Maleth Aero. Luckily, we didn't have that experience, but I heard of a recent one where they were over 16 hours late coming back, which isn't good. Even though it's Maleth, you book with P&O, so everything's through P&O, so they should be held responsible. And those reports of Maleth would actually stop us booking with P&O again in the future. We wouldn't fly with them. But getting back to our holiday, we were fortunate not to have that experience. And the ship, we loved the ship. It was bright, open. Obviously, you know, nothing's 100%. The Betha gets busy, but it wasn't ridiculous. The weather was good. The entertainment was, well, we had a good time. And it felt like an adventure across the Atlantic. By the way, all these views are 100% ours. We weren't paid, sponsored, anything like that. We're not those cruise vloggers who get things, get freebies. And if you don't believe us, have a look at our MSC cruise we did before Christmas. It wasn't good, and we said it wasn't good. But we, like I said, we would love to do a transatlantic again, and the value for money with P&O was really good. Anyway, moving on, Mel's booked another cruise. That'll be our 5th in less than a year of cruising. MSC nearly put us off though. But this time we're going with Princess Cruises. We've never been with those before, and we're going on a brand new ship which hasn't been launched yet, the Seven Princess. And it's a med cruise for 10 days. Hopefully the ship will be ready by then. It's still being built. So don't forget to like and subscribe to stay up to date and see us on the Seven Princess. And if you want to laugh, have a look at our MSC cruise just before Christmas, which was terrible. Anyway, until next time, that's a bye from me and a bye from Mel, who's not with me. She's still in bed. And look at this weather. I wish Wales was like this all the time. Bye.